Live from Davidson Field in Newport Beach, California, it's Mustang Football 2009. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chris Lee, alongside, as always, with Jeremy Sadowski. And we are here to bring you exciting high school football action as your Mustangs of Maricosta take on the Newport Harbor Sailors. Jeremy, this is an exciting contest. Two top quality high school football teams. What are the Mustangs looking to do tonight to control the Newport Harbor Sailors?
Well, Chris, the Mustangs come into this game 2-2, and this is the final game of the preseason before we start Bay League action. Newport Sailors come into tonight's action with a record of 3-1, and including a victory over Loyola, who beat the Maricosta Mustangs in Week 1. This will be a good test for the Mustangs as they finish off the preseason and enter into Bay League action next week.
Of course, Newport led on offense by quarterback number 7, Austin Rios. Mustangs, of course, led by quarterback Kyle DeMarco. He's been looking pretty sharp so far this season. Jeremy, tell me what you think about this Mustangs offense so far.
Yeah, Chris, like you said, Kyle has been looking sharp, as you've been mentioning throughout the season with the Kyle-to-Kyle connection, as well as last week the coaches opened it up and had Kyle run up the middle a lot in utilizing their offensive line's great push. So again, this will be a good test for the Mustangs to really get that offense all worked up and ready to go for Bay League action.
Mustangs captains tonight, number 11, Kyle DeMarco, number 70, Andrew Brenner, and number 72, Jordan Tavai. Of course, Mustangs will be welcoming back Kellen Lockwood into tonight's action. Not sure if we're going to see Kellen in the backfield. There's still some question from the coaching staff as we talked to them earlier tonight about the return of Lockwood, the Loch Ness Monster, to the offensive side, but I'm sure we will see him on defense as he is a giant part of that Mustangs D. Kellen Lockwood, a huge defensive force for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Chris, like you mentioned, Kellen's coming back from a knee injury that he suffered last week. I spoke with his dad just prior to tonight's game, and he says that Kellen's feeling good, so I'm glad to see that he's going to be back in action because this Mustang team will definitely need Kellen to succeed in the Bay League and beyond.
Of course, one other rumor that we are hearing about is Rico Wright may be finally making a little bit more of an appearance into the offensive side for the Mustangs tonight. Of course, Rico saw a little bit of time on offense at running back last season. Very talented, skilled senior for the Mustangs. Been, of course, one of the best defensive backs in the Bay League the last 2 years. In fact, one of the leaders in the South Bay all around last year. Number 2, I believe, in interceptions. Rico finally going to get a chance from what we hear tonight on offense for the Mustangs. Teams are just about set to take the field here. Mustangs are pumped. Kyle-to-Kyle connection, been working all season long. Let's see if the Mustangs can get that balance with the running attack, as that will be crucial to tonight's contest. The fans are pumped. The players are on the field. The Mustangs are set to receive. Of course, the Mustangs in their road, white and gold. Newport Harbor in their home blues. We are just about set for the opening kick. Should be an exciting contest. Bay League starts in 1 week. And there's the opening kick. It's high and it bounces into the back of the end zone. That's a touchback. Mustangs will start this contest 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Mustangs open this game in shotgun. Kyle DeMarco takes a snap. It's option left. He keeps it. And Bulls forward gets about 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. Of course, we saw a lot of carries by Kyle DeMarco last week. Mustangs start off first play of scrimmage with another one here. Let's see what they do now on 2nd and 8. Man in motion. They keep it on the ground again, and that time Newport Harbor jumps up quickly, meets number 6, Morgan Reese. Of course, Morgan, the senior tailback for the Mustangs, will get the primary carries. He's coming off a sore ankle, so we'll see how effective Morgan is tonight. Of course, Morgan really more key next week for the Mustangs. But, of course, they do want to keep him in the flow of the offense. That one's tipped. And, that one may be intercepted. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. It does appear to be pass interference, but it looks like that may be against the Mustangs. Let's see. And, that is against Newport. Mustangs catch a break there. 1st and 10 Mustangs after the penalty. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. We're here in the opening quarter. Mustangs in 4 receiver set. Man in motion. That man is Rico Wright. Speaking of Rico getting some offensive carries. Didn't work that time, but hopefully Mustangs keep it going. On the end around, Rico gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 10 Mustangs. Oh, high snap. DeMarco gets to it in time. Heads up play by Kyle DeMarco. Good reaction, almost like a shortstop there. High quick snap, but luckily the Mustangs still with possession here now on 3rd and long. 3rd and about 18. It's play action. DeMarco looks left, throws left. That's complete. Jackson Morrow with a nice catch. Stopped just shy of the 40. Mustangs will be forced to punt here now on 4th down. Mustangs lined up. There's the snap. Nice high punt. Not very deep. Fair caught called. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. Newport Harbor will take over on their first offensive possession. Rios to the air. It's complete. And tackled. Joe Meany for the Mustangs as well as Marcus Probosco combined for the tackle. 6-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 4 for Newport. Austin Rios, that quarterback for Newport. Takes a snap, it's a handoff, and the Mustangs read that well. What a great open field tackle by J.R. Tavai. J.R. busting straight up the middle. That's a 3-yard loss. 3rd and 7 now, thanks to the defensive play by J.R. Tavai. Rios and shotgun. High snap there too. Quick throw right up the middle, and Jackson Morrow had a chance for an interception. Of course, Jackson has been getting some monster hits on the Mustangs D. Also saw a chance for another big hit there. Either way, it's incomplete. 4th down punting for Newport. There's the snap. fairly deep and fair caught by number 19 for the Mustangs. That's Kyle Nunn, half of what we like to call the Kyle to Kyle connection. Of course, Kyle DeMarco, quarterback for the Mustangs, to Kyle Nunn. They've gotten a touchdown in virtually every game so far. Let's see if they can keep that streak up. This time it's Morgan Reese on the carry. Gets up to the 26-yard line before he stopped. Second down situation coming up for the Mustangs. We're here in the opening quarter. It is 0-0. Flag on the play. That one's coming back. And there's the call against the Mustangs. That's going to repeat first down. First and long for the Mustangs. They keep it on the ground again. Good to see Morgan Reese running out there. Try to keep that ankle loose. Keep him in the flow of the offense. Gets about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up second and long. Shotgun for DeMarco. He's looking middle. He's got time. He throws, and it is complete. Mike Miller time with the nice catch at the 24-yard line. Third down for the Mustangs, 3rd and 9. That completion got the Mustangs just past their original line of scrimmage. Compacted backfield for the Mustangs. It's complete to J.R. Tavai out of the backfield, makes a couple moves. It's going to be close. It looks like he may be just shy, but let's see where they spot it. Gets out to about the 38-yard line. First and 10 Mustangs. He got just enough for the first down. DeMarco under center again. It's a handoff this time. Morgan Reese straight up the middle, gets to the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up a second down and a long 6 for the Mustangs. DeMarco sends a man in motion. Jackson Morrow, that man in motion. It's play action. DeMarco's going deep. He's got a man deep, and oh, that is a reception. Kyle to Kyle connection for a big-time play for the Mustangs. Great job by Kyle DeMarco selling the play action. First and 10. Mustangs now in a 4-receiver set. DeMarco in shotgun. There's the snap. It's play action again. That one's complete. Quick slant out there. That looked like that was number 8, Mike Miller. Miller time, the tight end. On a nice slant right in the middle of the field. He gets down to the 5-yard line. Second down and 1 for the Mustangs. 3-back formation. Both Tavai brothers out there. It's play action. DeMarco keeps it. Scoots up the middle. He edges just closer. Gets a couple yards. Maybe enough to get a first, which would create a first and goal situation. It is, in fact, a first down. First and goal now, Mustangs. Mustangs trying to get on the scoreboard here in the first quarter. It's a handoff. Morgan Reese, spin move, and gets in for the score. Great blocking up front by both Tavai brothers out of the backfield. Newport Harbor got Tavai on that one as Morgan Reese spins his way in for the Mustangs touchdown. Alex the Roach Narocha setting up for the point after attempt. The kick is up, the kick is high, the kick is straight, and the kick is good. That makes the score of this contest 7-0 here in the opening quarter.
Again, we get to see the balanced attack that the Mustangs have shown all season long. As you saw the Kyle to connection for the long gain. then followed up by the running of Morgan Reese and the great blocking by the Tavai brothers that sprung him free for that touchdown run.
Of course, that's one of the first times we've seen Jordan Tavai in the backfield blocking out of that three-back formation. Of course, J.R. Tavai, the younger of the two Tavai brothers, always out there in the backfield, one of the best fullbacks really in the league. But this time Jordan joined him, and boy, do they get a couple monster blocks out there, making Morgan's job easy. He followed it up with a nifty little spin move right at the end zone and got in for the score. Newport Harbor now trying to answer. They still open up here on the ground, and they get about 4 on the play. Of course, that was at number 28, Cedric Whitaker with the carry. It's going to bring up a second down situation for Newport. Of course, we're here at Davidson Field, home of the Newport Harbor Sailors, Newport Beach, California. Rios to the air. Oh, that's complete. That was number 8, Kellen Truxton, the big wide receiver for the Sailors, coming up with the first down. Of course, Newport in their home blues, Mustang in their white and gold pants. Newport keeps it on the ground. They get about 3 on that play. Morgan Reese and Jackson Morrow combined with the tackle. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 situation for Newport. Rios, man, are jumping and dancing all over the place on the Sailor sidelines. That's motion penalty against Newport Harbor. Perhaps that's the break the Mustang D needed. 2nd and 13 now for the Sailors. Newport lining up in shotgun. And we have another penalty. And no, actually that will do it for the first quarter. Mustangs finish that quarter with a 7-0 lead. Solid opening quarter for the Mustangs. That one drive that led to the 7 points to the touchdown by Morgan Reese was an impressive drive both on the ground and in the air with that Kyle-to-Kyle connection. Let's see what happens here now in the second quarter. Newport Harbor in shotgun. Rios, he's under pressure. He throws right, gets it to his running back out of the backfield, who is brought down. Good tackle out there. Number 21, Dion Morris, as well as number 6, Morgan Reese, combined for that tackle. Newport Harbor with some speed at the skill position, that's for sure. Rios now in shotgun. 3 receiver set. He's rolling left. He's looking left. He's got some space, and he is met by Jackson Morrow, who comes up with what he's been doing all season long, and that's delivering monster hits for the Mustang D. That one a big-time play as it brings up a 4th down and 6 situation. Newport forced a punt here now early in the second quarter. Good snap, good punt. Good distance, and again, fair caught by the Mustangs. Number 19, Kyle Nunn. Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 here in the second quarter. DeMarco, I formation. It's a handoff straight out on the left-hand side, just off left guard. Morgan Reese with a nice carry. Good yardage for the Mustangs. It's going to bring up a 2nd down situation. Ball spotted at the 25-yard line. 2nd down now. Double receiver set to the left-hand side. This one's getting tricky. Jackson Morrow. He's got a man open. That's going to be a touchdown. Kyle Nunn, and he's in for the score. Kyle DeMarco on the quick lateral to Jackson Morrow. Of course, Jackson, a former quarterback in his younger career as a Mustang, delivers a perfectly thrown ball for the score.
Yeah, Chris, great play set up by the Mustangs with that lateral to Jackson. You see the great blocking by the line and not going downfield, and there's Kyle Nunn all alone, good for a 75-yard touchdown. That will give the future teams in the Bay League something to look for and prepare for in practice, and hopefully that's another wrinkle that the Mustangs can use later on this season.
Fans are pumped over that one. Really, Mustangs so far this season have not shown much trickery out there. One of the few trick plays they've run, but boy, did that work. And worked for another Mustang score. Mustangs now lead this contest 14-0 here in the second quarter. Of course, Jackson Morrow, as already mentioned in this game, just came up with a huge defensive play to get the Mustangs the ball on that possession, forcing a fourth down. This time comes out on offense and delivers the big bomb to Kyle Nunn. Mustangs now on the kickoff. It's high, it's deep, and just as he's done all season long, Alex Narocha kicks it through the end zone, touchback. Newport Harbor will take over, 1st and 10 from the 20. It's a rollout. Rios throwing right and incomplete. Second down and 10 now for the Sailors. Austin Rios under center. Takes a snap, it's a handoff, and oh, that is not going to go anywhere. Number 86, Jake Gelmini, first man there, met the tailback, Cedric Whitaker, right at the line of scrimmage and drove him backwards. Great job out there by Jake Gelmini, the 6'3 senior. Rios now in shotgun. He looks left, he throws left, and that's complete to Whitaker. He's got nowhere to go, and he is tackled for a big-time loss. Mike Miller time with the tackle.
Yeah, great job here by Mike Miller to keep with the play, as appears to be a lateral out to the left-hand side, but this Mustang team sniffed it out, and you can't get anything past Miller time when he's on fire like he is tonight.
Of course, that's also one of the advantages to having such big hitting corners as the Mustangs do. Jackson Morrow all season long has been lighting people up from the outside. Really helped on that play to force that play back middle right into Mike Miller. Kyle Nunn, again, another fair catch. This time, fair caught at the 46. Mustangs will take over with great field position, already leading 14-0. Boy, what a monster blow this would be to Newport Harbor if the Mustangs can get on the scoreboard yet again. Flag is thrown. Official out there counting the number of Mustangs. 12 man on the field, as you could literally watch him count with his fingers. I was expecting him to take his shoes off there, but no, he got it done with his hands. Meantime, Mustangs now on 1st and 15. It's complete. J.R. Tavai with the running back middle screen did a great job. The big guy showing some niftiness out there. Gets big-time yardage for the Mustangs. It's going to be second down, but second and short.
Let's take another look at this play as you see the strength of J.R. Tavai as he becomes open here right in the middle, and he literally knocks down 2 players with the help of his brother, Jordan Tavai, and gets another 5 yards after the play. It's tough to stop the Tavai brothers when they get in motion.
Of course, JR, the junior, 6'1", 240 pounds, all muscle. Meantime, Mustangs again on the ground. This time it's DeMarco. That one looks like that may be enough for the first. Let's see. Oh, it looks like it's going to be just short. 3rd down, 3rd and less than a yard. Mustangs go with the QB keeper. That one looks like that one will be enough. Let's get the official spot, and there it is. 1st and 10 Mustangs. No surprise on the play call there. Of course, QB keeper, the maybe the most called play last week for the Mustangs. That one was certainly the appropriate time on 3rd and inches. DeMarco did a good job to get it. Now on play action, DeMarco's got a man. Tavai again, another spin move. Pop goes the weasel. That big guy is really working his game out there tonight on the offensive and defensive side. Great catch, too. That ball was thrown just a little bit behind him. JR did a good job to spin and catch it and really take advantage of the open space in front of him. 1st and 10 Mustangs. DeMarco in shotgun. It's a QB keeper. It's really almost a trap left the way the Mustangs have been running it. We saw it a lot last week. We've already mentioned it tonight. They're basically running plays, but for DeMarco. Following lead blocks. This time he goes to the air and almost a Kyle to Kyle touchdown. Just through the hands of Kyle Nunn. That's a rarity because usually those two do connect, especially this season. DeMarco now on play action. He looks left. He's scrambling. Now he's rolling right. He's got some space in front of him. He decides to keep it and works his way forward. Finally brought down, gets to the 6-yard line. Great blocking. It's going to bring up a 4th. Almost got that 1st down. It's going to be about a yard shy. Maybe a yard and a half. Let's see what the Mustangs do. They take a timeout here. Of course, Coach Morrow does like to go for it on 4th down, but at the same time, Mustangs have a secret weapon in Alex the Roach Narocha. He's already hit field goals this season of 47, 48, and 50 yards. Mustangs, however, look like they will be going for it. They are lined up. They got the 3-back backfield. Both Tavai brothers at fullback with Morgan Reese at tail. Let's see what they do. It's the handoff to Reese. He's got blocking. Ooh, I don't know if he got it. He got to the 5. Looks like they're spotting him just short of the 5. I think he needed to get more. He did. That is not enough. Turnover on down for the Mustangs. Don Morrow going for the knockout blow there, hoping to get that 1st. Meantime now, Newport Harbor, flags are flying. Turnover by the Mustangs. Giving the ball to Newport. And Newport opens with the penalty. Half the distance. That's going to put that ball right at the 3-yard line. Timeout on the field. Of course, the Newport coaching staff a little upset at that call.
Yeah, Chris, I can't tell you how many times I called a timeout during my coaching career just to come out to argue a call with an official. As you know, once you call a timeout, you can come onto the field, and I've done that more than once just to get my opinion across to the officials. Did they pay attention? Not so much.
Meantime, Newport now on 1st and 10. Oh, big run up the middle. Nice tackle by Rico Wright, bringing down the much larger Ryan Andrews, the 6'1", 224-pound fullback. Still gets out to about the 14-yard line. Second down now situation, second and about 3. Newport keeps it on the ground. But, oh, what a great play in the backfield. That's number 8, Mike Miller, as well as number 86, Jake Jomini. That's a 1-yard loss for Newport. That's going to bring up a third down situation. Newport now with the 3-back backfield. Trying to get this first down, and oh! Little trickery run there by Newport. Had the Mustangs fooled. Heck, even I was fooled. Either way, it gets a first down, 1st and 10, Newport. We're here in the second quarter. Mustangs lead 14-0. Newport keeps it on the ground again. Ryan Andrews, the fullback for Newport, with the carry. Only gets a few yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7, I'll call it. 3 receivers set to the left of Rios. Man in motion now. Play action. Rios rolling left, looking left. He throws left, and did he catch it? He came up with it. Nice catch out there. That was Cecil Whiteside with the catch. And enough for a first down, 1st and 10, Sailors. Rios in shotgun, takes a snap. He's under pressure. He's running a running back screen on the left-hand side. Mustangs read it fairly well, but the elusiveness of Cedric Whitaker gets himself quite a few extra yards. Looks like there may have been a face mask penalty at the end of that one as well. That will add additional yards on the play. In fact, that is the call. Mustangs had that one read pretty well, but Whitaker is small and he is fast and he is swift. That was basically all him on that one. Meantime, well-covered play by the Mustangs. Dante Beavis out there with Rico Wright. 2nd down and 10 now. Rios under pressure, and he is sacked. J.R. Tavai comes up with another big-time tackle for the Mustangs D.
Yeah, Chris, it's almost impossible for one offensive lineman to block J.R. Tavai, as he showed there by blowing past the center and getting a great sack. He gets so low and he's so fast off the ball that it's really tough for any one lineman to block him.
Of course, the Mustangs D looking pretty sharp so far this contest, keeping Newport off the scoreboard. Ball spotted here in the second quarter at the 40, I'll call it the 47-yard line. Rios in shotgun. He's looking middle, he throws middle, and that is incomplete. 4th down situation. Newport again forced a punt. Newport really has yet to even put any sort of sustained drive against the Mustangs. Finally, Mustangs Kyle Nunn gets a chance to return one. 13 on the return. Let's spot that one at the 37-yard line. Mustangs will take over, 1st and 10. Just over a minute left to go. Let's see if the Mustangs coaching staff gets aggressive or decides to settle for a comfortable 14-0 lead. Marco, play action, decides to keep it. Nice run and knocked out of bounds. What a great heads-up play by Kyle DeMarco. Gets across the 50 and out of bounds. First and 10 Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Man in motion. It's play action to the man in motion. DeMarco now looking deep. He's looking deep left. He throws it up, and that one's intercepted. Newport Harbor will take over on downs. Of course, only 54 seconds left to go. Let's see what Newport decides to do. Most likely, they'll just run this one out. And that looks like exactly what they'll do. DeMarco was under pressure on that play. Knew he had Kyle Nunn breaking left. But that one was just a little bit overthrown. Turnover Mustangs. This should just about end it here. Getting closer to the halftime. Mustangs with a 14-0 lead. And a lot of positives to take into that halftime. And it looks like that will be it. As we get a good glance at Kellen Lockwood, the Loch Ness Monster. Get to see him out there making plays. And that will do it. It is halftime. Mustangs lead this contest 14-0. And welcome back. We are here at halftime. Mustangs lead this contest 14-0. And boy, Jeremy, have the Mustangs looked impressive tonight.
Yeah, Chris, both offensively and defensively, the Mustangs are definitely ready as they are fine-tuned and ready for Bay League action, which starts next week.
Of course, Jackson Morrow has been definitely making a big difference in tonight's contest, defensively as always, as he has been all season long, but even tonight on offense at the wide receiver position, took a lateral from quarterback Kyle DeMarco, and then Jackson laid out a beautifully thrown ball to Kyle Nunn for a touchdown. And of course, J.R. Tavai, the younger of the two Tavai brothers, has not only come up big on offense tonight at the running back position, a nice catch out of a couple nice catches actually out of the backfield, as well as a key block on the touchdown by Morgan Reese, but also come up with a couple big solo tackles on defense. Both guys tonight playing it both ways and playing it well. First, we see a quick glimpse of number 33 out there, Kellen Lockwood, the Loch Ness Monster. Good to see Kellen back out there. Made a big play for the Mustangs D right at the end of the first half. It'll be key to get him back and active and going strong for the Mustangs as they get ready for Bay League action.
Yeah, Chris, like you said, it's good to see Kellen Lockwood back there in action. Last time we saw him, he was on crutches with that knee injury, and it appears that he is going to be fine and ready for Bay League action next week as we start off against West Torrance at Waller Stadium.
Of course, the Mustangs in their road white jerseys with gold pants. Newport Harbor in all blue. We are here at Davidson Field in Newport Beach, California. The Mustangs lead 14-0 as we are set to begin the third quarter. And Alex the Rocha with another booming kick. That one goes into the end zone as always. That's been a huge factor for the Mustangs' success so far this season. Not only his ability to kick the field goal, but even on opening kicks, pinning teams back deep. Newport Harbor going to get pinned back deep even further after illegal motion penalty coming up here. That's going to bring up a 1st and 15 from the 15. Newport now. Rios with the handoff to Whitaker, who is met and thrown backwards. A glutton of Mustangs on that one. Jackson Morrow involved. Jordan Tavai involved. A flag on the play as well. Mustangs defensive players celebrating, so it looks like that one may be against Newport. Here comes the call. And it's holding against Newport. Mustangs will decline that one, bringing up a 2nd and 15 now. Mustangs D hitting hard tonight. Rios under center. And that one was read beautifully by J.R. Devine. Meantime, though, Whitaker able to somehow get away and finally knocked out of bounds by Rico Wright. Rico comes up limping a little bit on the end of that play. Hopefully he's okay, but meantime, 1st and 10 Newport. Their biggest play from scrimmage tonight. Play action now, and what a monster hit. Dion Morris, the junior, who the last 3 weeks has really stepped up big time for the Mustangs D, comes up bigger there with a big time tackle. Penalty against the Mustangs. Personal foul. That one will march the ball 1st and 10 now to the 27-yard line. And it's Whitaker with the carry. He is met quickly by the Mustangs D, but somehow turns the corner. Gets all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's going to be close to a Newport 1st. Rios now on the handoff, straight up the middle to his fullback. Mustangs read that one pretty nicely. That was Andrews with the carry. 2nd down situation for Newport. 2nd and 7. Rios under center. Mustangs show blitz. They bring blitz, and they don't even need it because J.R. Tavai continues his dominance in the middle of the defensive line.
Yeah, Chris, let's take another look at that play. As we see, the center tries to first block Tavai, is unsuccessful, tries to tackle him, can't do it there as JR is just too fast and too low to the ground and makes a great stop in the backfield once again for the Mustangs.
The loss on the play brings this now to a 3rd and 11 for Newport. Quarterback Rios in shotgun. Takes a snap. He's looking right. He throws right. That one looked like it may have been tipped, and that one almost intercepted. Rico Wright nearly comes up with what would have been an amazingly athletic play. Either way, it is incomplete. 4th down for the Sailors. 4th and 11 there, set up for the field goal attempt. This one will be a 33-yarder. The left-footed kicker is up, it's high, it's straight, and it is good. Newport finally gets on the board with a 33-yard field goal, making the score of this contest 14-3. Newport now on the kickoff. Nunn with the return. Trying to get to that outside corner. Turns it a little bit. He's still on his feet. Makes a couple of leaping plays. Finally knocked out of bounds. Never quite taken down. Kyle Nunn with a great return for the Mustangs. He stretched that one all the way from the right hash mark all the way up to the right sideline. 1st and 10 now, Mustangs at the 33. It's play action. DeMarco looks left, throws left, and oh, what a great catch. Kyle Nunn, speaking of, after the great return, now comes up with the great catch. That's going to bring up a 1st and 10 Mustangs. DeMarco with the handoff. Morgan Reese, with the big time carry, gets down to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Mustangs now man in motion. Marco with the handoff. That is Morgan Reese again with the carry. Gets about 6 on the play. Comes up blimping though. Let's make sure we check the progress of Morgan. He's had a pretty nice ball game here for the Mustangs. High formation. Hand off to Rico Wright. A couple nifty moves. Pop goes the weasel. Rico Wright goes down to the 7-yard line. Dancing and darting his way through that line. Nice run by Rico Wright. 1st and goal now, Mustangs. Man in motion. Hand off again to Rico. This time sort of powers his way down to the 6. Second and goal, Mustangs. Man in motion. Play action. DeMarco scrambles. He looks, he's got a man, and he has himself another Mustangs touchdown. Mike Miller, Miller time. Appears to be a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is. Oh, and that's against the Mustangs. Unfortunate, as Kyle DeMarco made a great heads-up play. It looks like they're saying he may have crossed the line of scrimmage. I personally looked like he was good to me, but remember that line of scrimmage was initially the 6-yard line. To me, it looked like he was right at it when he made that throw. Either way, it's a penalty Mustangs. 3rd and goal now. We're here in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs lead 14-3. DeMarco play action. He looks left. He throws left. He completes left. And knocked down at the 3-yard line is Mike Miller, the big tight end. 4th and goal, Mustangs. Alex Narocha setting up for a field goal. First field goal attempt of tonight's contest for Alex. It's a 21-yarder. It is up, it is straight, and it is good. Mustangs answered the field goal by Newport Harbor with the field goal of their own, making the score of this contest 17-3. Nice balanced drive by the Mustangs. Again, we referenced Rico Wright possibly getting some offensive carries. He did on that drive and did well, getting the Mustangs to that first and goal situation. Newport now on the return. Sort of a pooch punt taken by one of the Upmen, Cecil Whiteset, who finally is brought out of bounds. Nice return for Newport. They will take over 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Newport in the air. It's complete, but boy, is that tackled quickly. What a great play out there by the Mustangs. Number 3, Jackson Morrow. Of course, just got done mentioning how great Jackson's been at defense all season long for the Mustangs. Perfect example right there. Forces a 2nd and long now for Newport. Quarterback Rios under center. Drops back, it's a handoff to Whitaker, makes a couple of nifty moves, but cannot get past the Mustangs corner. Another nice tackle by the Mustangs D. 3rd and long coming up for Newport Harbor. 3 receiver set. Newport on play action. Mustangs get some pressure. The reception is made. And that is just barely enough for a 1st and 10 Newport. Sailors now on 1st and 10, man in motion. It's play action. Rios is rolling right. He's looking right. He's going to keep it, and he is brought down. That's number 5, Dante Beavis, who just made a great play on the other sideline. Comes up with another big hit there. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Sailors. Four receivers set this time for Newport. Rios drops back, quick drop, slant right up the middle, and that is complete. Cecil Whiteset comes up with the reception and a Newport Harbor 1st down. First and 10 Newport. They keep it on the ground this time. Stopped nicely by the Mustangs D. Second down situation, 2nd and long for Newport, 2nd and 7. Mustangs lead this contest 17-3 here in the 3rd quarter. Play action, Rios, he's under pressure. Ooh, Jordan Devine almost got him, but Mike Miller time does. Just barely beyond the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 coming up for Newport. Four receivers set for Rios. Mustangs showing blitz, they bring it. And that is incomplete, may have been tipped. Great job by the Mustangs. The Mustangs coaching staff doing a perfect job of blitzing tonight. 4th and 6. Newport forced a punt. Good snap. Decent punt, takes a Newport roll. And down at the 2-yard line. What a break for the Sailors. Only 47 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs lead this contest 17-3. Mustangs open with a 3-back formation. Try to create a little bit of distance. Meantime, though, DeMarco goes to the arrow, and ooh, what a dangerous pass. Luckily falls incomplete. Second down and 10 now for the Mustangs. Mustangs again in that 3-back formation. I expect to see him keep it on the ground this time. In fact, they do, and it works for naught. They are stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Let's see what the Mustangs do here on 3rd down. Of course, they'd more than anything like to at least get a little bit of a distance here. Give their punter a chance to have some space to back up. Let's see what the Mustangs do. They decide to go to the air. DeMarco throws, and ooh, incomplete. Good attempt out there by Jackson Morrow. However, it's incomplete. 4th and punting for Maricosta. And that will do it for the third quarter. Mustangs will go into this 4th and final quarter, leading 17-3. One quarter left to go. Let's see if the Mustangs can close this one off. Of course, we've seen the Mustangs come into final quarters with leads. Been a little interesting so far this season. Let's see how they finish this one off. They will open this quarter with a punt. Perfect snap. Oh, Newport almost gets the block. Looks like they may have clipped the punter a little bit. No, looks like no penalty on the play. Newport will take over in beautiful field position here at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Rios on play action. He's looking deep. He's looking deep corner, and incomplete. Dante Beavis with the coverage, and beautiful coverage it was. Nice safety help by Rico Wright as well. Brings up a 2nd and 10, Newport. Whitaker on the carry, and he is stopped nicely. Jackson Morrow again with another monster hit. Third down situation now for Newport. Let's see what they do here. Rios in shotgun. He's looking deep right. He's got a man, and that is incomplete. And another monster hit by the Mustangs. D, that time number 21, Dion Morris. Newport now going for it. Rios in shotgun. He's under pressure. He throws, and ooh, that's complete. 4th down conversion. All the way down to, let's see where they spot it, either the 10 or the 9-yard line, depending on the spot. Either way, it will be a 1st and 10, Newport. It's play action. Rios, he's rolling right. He's looking right. He throws right. We call it touchdown, and it is. It's a touchdown to number 2, Cecil Whiteside. Nice job by Austin Rios on the roll right. Did not have a whole lot of space to sneak that one in there. Somehow found a way in. touchdown Newport, their first touchdown of the night. That makes the score of this contest 17-10 here in the fourth and final quarter. Newport now on the kickoff, and it goes into the end zone. Mustangs will take over on the touchback at the 20-yard line, first and 10. Mustangs keep it on the ground. Get about, I'd say 3 on the play. That was Morgan Reese. Good to see Morgan back in there, taped up, ready to go. Second down situation now for the Mustangs. Mustangs keep it on the ground again. This time they get out to about the 27-yard line. Third and 3 coming up for the Mustangs. Rico Wright checks in the game. Adam Lawrence as well at the receiver position. DeMarco in shotgun. Play action to Rico. He throws left. It's Miller, and he lunges forward and gets to the 35-yard line. That should be enough. It is first down Mustangs. Perfect completion to Mike Miller. Miller gets the first and 10 Mustangs. DeMarco now under center. Takes a snap, it's a handoff. This time, it's the Mustangs' number 27, Tajee Mobley. Of course, Tajee, the junior running back, has been getting some good play the last three games here. Really starting to show his skill set for the Mustangs. It's Tajee again. This time he gets about 2. It's going to bring up a third down and 4 for the Mustangs. DeMarco in shotgun. Takes a snap, play action. He looks middle, throws middle, and just a bit too high. It's going to be incomplete, and fourth down punting for Maricosta. Of course, we're here in the fourth and final quarter. The Mustangs lead this contest 17-10, and that one is almost blocked. The punter is down. The fans are going crazy looking for the flag out there. Ball is down at the... In fact, there is the call. The ball was down initially at the 22, but it will not matter. Mustangs on the roughing the punter penalty now. First and 10 at the 44. DeMarco on the handoff. Rico Wright with the carry. He's showing that speed and gets down to the 18-yard line. What a great carry by Rico Wright. Rico showing off that speed and elusiveness. Big time first down for the Mustangs. This time it's JR Tavai straight up the middle. Gets about 3 on the play. Going to bring up a second down and 7 for the Mustangs. If the Mustangs can get something on the board here, they could ice this contest. DeMarco now on play action. He rolls right, throws right, and that is complete. Nice diving catch out there by Mike Miller. That looks like that should be enough for another Mustangs first. If it is, that would create a first and goal situation. Looks like he's just short, 3rd and inches. And it's a QB keeper. DeMarco straight up the middle, should have more than enough. In fact, he does. There is the official call by the lead official. First and goal Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line. Three-back formation for the Mustangs. Both Tavai brothers in at fullback. This one goes to Rico Wright. Couple nifty moves out there. Gets to just about the 4-yard line. Second and goal now for Maricosta. DeMarco with the handoff again to Rico Wright. Ooh, stop and go motion by Rico. Gets down now to the 2-yard line. It will be 3rd and goal. Let's see what the Mustangs do here on 3rd down. And timeout on the field. Mustang coaching staff obviously realizing the importance of this play. Decided to take a timeout and think about it, as well as give that offensive line a chance to catch a quick breath. And here we go, 3rd down situation for the Mustangs. DeMarco under center. It's an option right. He keeps it. He fights and just comes up short. Boy, this is going to create an interesting call for the coaching staff. It's going to be 4th and goal. I got to think they would go for it. At this stage, they went for it on 4th down earlier this contest, did not convert. They will make this attempt again here, 3-back formation. This time it's 4th and goal. It's a touchdown or nothing. It's DeMarco straight up the middle, and that is a touchdown. Mustangs waiting to get the official call, and there it is. No question from up here, as DeMarco did a great job pushing behind that offensive line of his. Gets into the end zone. Mustangs touchdown. That one should just about ice this contest, as the Mustangs now lead by 2 scores. The kick is up. The kick is high. The kick is straight, and that kick is good. 24-10 now with only 3:11 left to play. Mustangs with a decisive drive here late in the 4th quarter. Mustangs on the kickoff. Newport on the return and tripped up. Good job out there by the Mustangs at number 34. That's Jeff Lapointe, the junior wide receiver / linebacker. Newport starts off 1st and 10 at the 25. Shotgun formation for Rios. Takes the snap. He's got a running back screen working. To Whitaker, trying to find some daylight. Nice disting around there, and finally brought down. Marcus Probosco will not take him to the dance tonight. He flattens him instead. 2nd down and 6 for Newport. Rios looking middle, throws middle, and that is intercepted. Kellen Lockwood, the Loch Ness Monster, comes up with the monster pick. That will be a turnover to the Mustangs, and that should ice this game.
Yeah, Chris, great read by Kellen Lockwood. It appears that he is definitely back as he picks that one. And that should just about do it with under a minute left here. The Mustangs will just about have this game all sealed up as we take another view at that great interception by Kellen, the Loch Ness Monster Lockwood. Notice how he reads the play, makes a great interception, and returns it to the 40 for the Mustangs, sealing this victory for Maricosta.
Yeah, you could really see Lockwood track the eyes of the quarterback, almost bait him into that throw, dropping back right where the receiver was intending to catch it at. Made a good catch out there, too, and got the interception. Meantime, Rico Wright gets about 2 on the carry. Of course, the Mustangs with a 2-touchdown lead and the ball at this point just looking to run out the rest of the clock. Second down now for the Mustangs, 2nd and 8. DeMarco drops back, decides to keep it. He's got some room in front of him, is finally knocked down, gets all the way down to the 28. Good open field running by DeMarco, gets another first down for the Mustangs. And in motion. DeMarco to Rico Wright. Rico really getting a lot of carries here in the second half and running well. Of course, Rico really one of the fastest players on this field, really showing not only his speed but also elusiveness. A lot of stop and start running for Rico Wright. Very effective here in the second half. And that will do it. DeMarco takes the knee. This one will be knocked up as a victory to the Mustangs. Great job by the Mustangs. 24-10 will be the final of this contest. Positives all the way around, offensively and defensively. Jeremy, what did you think about this victory here as the clock is now official? Mustangs win 24-10. Jeremy, what do you think?
Well, Chris, like I said before, it was good to see Kellen Lockwood back in action after suffering that knee injury in the previous game. That bye week did him good. He was back in action and, like always, a key player on defense. Also, it was good to see Rico Wright get some carries on offense. You get to see a little bit of the trickery that coaches have in store for some of our Bay League opponents and also for the playoff time, as you saw that great play by Jackson Morrow.
Speaking of Jackson Morrow, great job on defense and offense. Jackson's really been coming up with big hits all season long. Speaking of big hits, J.R. Tavai, as always, really pounding his way through, had 3 tackles for a loss, including a sack for the Mustangs D tonight. Big time plays out there by J.R. Tavai. And that should wrap us up. Another Mustangs victory. Mustangs beat Newport Harbor in Newport Beach. Fans, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week as the Mustangs open Bay League action. For Jeremy Sadowski, I'm Chris Lee signing out. We'll see you next week.